Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the one he was after there. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 175, tying Emmitt Smith for 2nd most all-time. And the Seahawks need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That one caught downfield by Watson. Through the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Eagles at 500 hit 6-6. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Steps away. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into 2nd place all time. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
As it completes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. 2nd and 10. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
There he goes left side. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Ritter.
Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Yep. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Keon Coleman.
67 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going to look deep here for Pacheco. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Crawford. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the... And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Travis Kelce, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, Ritter has it knocked down.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Ritter back to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle 1st down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter
on the move to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Ritter now.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A beautiful fake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And